Hello everyone, welcome to Biblical Prepping. I am Judith Garten and this is the prepper portion, and you're here today for another unboxing. This time it is the SunJoe 13.5 amp electric 16-inch tiller cultivator. And there's a story behind this. About 2 years ago I purchased American Lawnmowers Earthwise cultivator and tiller. Model number TC70125. Loved it. I have actually been through 3 sets of tines, and I was about 3-4 months ago getting ready to order a new set of tines as well as a transmission because I smelled the transmission getting a little hot and I was getting ready to replace it. I've been waiting 3 to 4 months for those parts to come in and they are still not available as of last week. I also discovered last week that according to American Lawnmower, the model number that I had, TC70125, is no longer going to be made. A new model number has come along. However, there are no more transmissions available for that model number. You cannot repair it. I did discover that SunJoe also does not repair or replace the transmissions. They do have, both companies have a 2-year warranty available for the machines. However, I'm disappointed in American Lawnmower. I'll go into that more when I review that product in comparison to the SunJoe once we get it unboxed, put together, and try it out tomorrow. But for today, we're just going to do the unboxing. So I've already got the instructions out because I wanted to preview some of it, have a little bit of the information available. Now, the American Lawnmower Earthwise model I had was allowed to use up to 150 foot of cords depending on the gauge that you use. This model here is only able to use up to 100 foot of extension cord. Of course, this is electric, not gas. I prefer the electric just because it's easier for me to handle. I've handled gas ones in the past and I did not care for them. So this says in the manual, highlighted it in orange, the wire gauge for a 50 foot, up to 50 foot of cord is 14 gauge. And then it says for 50 to 100 foot of cord, you want to use a 12 gauge. Does not go more than that, and I'm really disappointed in that. I got a little bit further to go way back there, so we're only going to go as far as we can. Jim and I are looking into maybe next year having some form of a portable generator so that we can use some of our electric power tools in the other half of our woods, get it cleared out, cleaned up, and looking like the woods ought to look. We want to keep it forestry-like, so that's our goal. So I have the instructions on how to put it together. In this handy bag, they have given you, it is a $20 gift card contest. Your words, your pictures, our products. Show your Joe and win some dough. So they have that in there. That's available for you to give a shot. And also they have given you a nice registration card that right here, it has your model number as well as your serial number to your particular machine right here on your tag, right on your card. Keep these in a safe place in your files and you will have that ready. Make sure to register your SunJoe if you decide to purchase one, because the minute you register it, they add 90 days of extra warranty to your 2-year warranty. So you will get 2 years plus 90 days. Now that is currently as of August 22nd, 2023. Check with SunJoe to see how long that is available for you. I'm going to register mine later today. I can promise you that. Get that going. There's also instructions in here in 2 other languages other than English. So that is available. And inside the bag are your parts to put it together. Now I've read through the manual. It doesn't say I have to have any tools, so we're going to give this a shot. You have 2 cable clips and 4 knobs with the bolts to put the handles together. So we are going to get that unstuck from my finger and we're going to start putting it together right here. See how it goes. So far this looks pretty simple. 3 pieces plus the screws. Not bad. Oh wait, plus the cable connectors too. So let's see what we have to do next. step one. You want to take this part, which is called your middle handle. I'm gathering that's going to go right here. Right now, they want you to take your cable clips and attach those to the bars right here. And we have 2 cable clips, but it's only telling me to install 1 for right now, so we're going to set the second one aside and see if we need to add that in later. It is hot and humid today, although not as bad as some of you Westerners. I understand you're really baking. Remove the bolts from the knobs and keep them handy. Alright, it says, remove the bolts from the knobs and keep them handy. Secure the middle handle to the lower handle using the first set of knobs and bolts. Tighten knobs on each side to ensure a secure fit. So we're going to just slide, whoops, they go on this side. It's breezy today, which feels nice. You do need another bolt. I can already tell right here, my handle is quite distant. It's quite spread. So we're going to do 1 bolt at a time and at least get the knobs attached. Then we can hand tighten both in a bit. Let's push this one through. Oh, hit my chin. Let's steer that down a little bit. Now the bolts have a little bit of a curve to them, and I did not install this one correctly. It is, there we go. The other one is correct. They have a curve to them, and so that curve goes and matches the curve on the tube on the handle. Next come the electronics. Connect the upper handle to the middle handle using the second set of knobs and bolts. Tighten the knobs and on each side. And that's pretty much it. So let's see how that goes. Alright, we want to make sure the cord is loose. This time we're going to make sure these are on the right curve with the handle. There we go. Put that knob on there to hold that in place. And then the second part, again, making sure that your curve matches the curve of your pipe. And there we go. That was easy as pie. I actually do not remember the other tiller being quite so easy to put together. SunJoe, I like that. Thank you. That is one great thing. Look at that. The other one, the Earthwise, I did have to assemble all of the wheels and axle and all of that information. So I had to put a lot more parts together. I got this good and tight. Tighten these down as tight as I can get them. I might have my husband take a little gander at those tomorrow or later so that I can check and see that they're tight enough. Let's move the cardboard out of the tines there. I'm looking at the tines. They look a lot like the ones from the Earthwise, so we will probably enjoy using this just as much. I will need to figure out, reading the instructions, how I'm supposed to lift the wheels, because I'm guessing you're going to need to lift the wheels out of the way to be able to use it correctly. Now, I think we're going to need to use that other clip, so I'm glad I kept it close by. We have the one cable clip here to connect. I am going to take the second cable clip and I am going to attach it down here, even though I did not say specifically that it needed to do that. The second cable clip I am going to attach to the lower section of the middle handlebar, like so. I don't want this much loose cable hanging, so I undid that, and we are going to reattach this side of the handle, the middle handle, and there we go. You're supposed to slide this cable directly into these cable clips, and I will be honest, I cannot get it in there. This is a little bit tough for me. I'm going to need Jim's help to pry these open and the other person slide the cable in. So we're going to need to do that when I have the extra set of hands in a little bit. Other than that, it is all put together, good to go. And all the knobs are tight. Like I said, I'm going to have Jim check those. I'm going to take the time to read my instructions, clean up my quick mess here, and I'm going to figure out how to use it tomorrow morning. I'll be out here hopefully bright and early, depending on the humidity. I get a little too hot and humid, and I still get a little overheated quick. But I would like to give it a try back here in the section of the prayer garden over by the cross and bench. I want to do that because that's where my last tiller, my Earthwise, broke. It was over there. So that is it. I'll show you in the morning how to lift the wheels and how to plug it in. They have a cable clip here to make sure that you get your extension cord just right, so that is held up out of your way. I know with the Earthwise, I had to a lot of times throw the extension cord over my shoulder to keep it out of my way. So we're going to find out how much we like this. I have to say, one of the things I did not like about the SunJoe, I'm hoping you can see it, the dual handles. I am so used to just the horseshoe shaped handle. I'm not sure I'm going to like this. We're going to find out. But I do know I like this easy trigger. That looks so much simpler than my Earthwise. So we will find out tomorrow how much I like it in comparison. So I'm going to do a review on this tomorrow. Instructions on how to, plug it in and lift the wheels. And I'll do a demonstration in the prayer garden over here on using it. And then I will also do another video, and it will be a comparison between the two, the pros of each and the cons of each. I hope that you have enjoyed this easy assembly. It is, I did not read off the model number, so let me grab that really quick on my handy card. It is the SunJoe. It is the SunJoe 13.5 amp electric 16-inch tiller and cultivator, model number TJ604E. Now this one was a little more expensive than one I saw on Amazon that I did put on my wish list. That was the 600. This is the 604 because this one had a little bit more amp. I need that power. When you're tilling the top of a mountaintop, you need more power. I run into a lot of rocks up here. That's why I go through so many tines. So we'll find out, SunJoe. I hope you're as good as my Earthwise. Blessings and shalom.